Hi everyone, Great Power 60 here. Another voiceover, sorry, but I film at night and a lot of noise going on, so here we go again. These three faux books I've had for years. I bought these at Dollar Tree many years ago, and I thought, what a waste of just sitting on my shelf when I can use them for storage, storing different stickers and stuff in here. And they're quite deep, so I thought, oh, I'm going to do that. So later on I'll show you what I've created. I also had all of these tags. I must have bought them in a big package, probably at the dollar store. And all these strings, I decided I'm going to take all of those strings off and store them. I also have these little bags that I thought would make great little tuck spots, little pockets for my spring journal whenever I get to it. So right now I'm going to take off all of those strings and prepare them so that I could use these for making little tags. I thought I would also make tags with pockets and use these smaller tags to put inside. So let me just get that done and I'll be right back. So here's the last one that I am removing the last string and put them in my jar, and I thought maybe I should take out a few of them and I could use them and maybe color them. So I sort of had a second thought about it, but yeah, so I thought I would try and color them and see what happens. So now those storage books, I guess we're going to put those aside, and I'm going to work on those in just a little bit. So I'm going to start just creating one tag using these larger tags, and I think I'm going to continue using the string. Right now my ribbons are stored somewhere, I'm not quite sure where, so I thought, well, I'm going to get started on doing a little creative stuff. As you can see from my scrap paper there that I've already done one tag, and yeah, it's going to be fun to decorate the little bags. I'll be able to glue those onto the pages. So I'm getting out my inks, my distress inks. It's been a thing I've been doing lately, isn't it? To use my inks and my brushes to use as background color on these white tags. So I need to find the blue one, and let's color. I rather enjoy this part, just, you know, coloring things. I'm using the distress ink to color the string because I wanted to see how it was going to turn out. It actually turned out cute, like pretty good, so it'll match the background of the tag. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but it turned out okay. So I put that aside and let that dry. And now we're going to take one of the tags, and I'm just going to go around the outside of it and sort of leave the middle a little bit whitish. Maybe add a little blue to it, but yeah, I like doing these. Of course, I like pastel colors. I like light colors, but I also like lots of color. So we're going to just go around the edges. I just want to make sure the white edges. And by just coloring the one side, I've left the back white so that you can use it for writing. in the journal. So that is that. Now to get all of the pieces that I want to decorate. And of course I'm going to find some washi to use to decorate. And I have these blue flowers. Again, this is all kind of the process I go through. I take out a few things and stamps and try and come up with some ideas of how I want to decorate it. And I'm using some of these new stamps that I got at Temu that have book designs on it, and I thought, I wasn't sure if I wanted to cover the whole thing or whether I wanted to just do the back. So I'm going to use my archival ink so that when it dries I'll be able to color over it if I wanted to, or do whatever. So when I thought of stamping these books, these stack of books stamp, I thought I would use my colored pencils to color in, and you'll see that in a little bit as I continue to try and figure out. I'm waving my hand as if that's going to help it dry faster. And I'm going to be cutting out some flowers, some different things. I'm trying to come up with some ideas to decorate my little tags. So I'm going to fast forward here a little bit and show you the whole process without you having to watch me trying to decide what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. So here I'm taking out my colored pencils to color in. And when you're stamping, sometimes black lines don't quite go, like they don't come out strong, so I'm just using a permanent marker to kind of go over those lines to finish off the look of the book. And I'm just coloring different colors just to make it fun, because most of our books are not all one color. And that's kind of the fun part of creating, is doing a little bit of coloring, whether it be pencils, paint, watercolor. So now I'm trying to decide how I want to decorate and just moving things around, and I decided that I was going to put a stack of books on the bottom. I thought they would look great. Now, some of the acetate type plastic backing of my washi tape that I keep that, and sometimes when I want to stamp only part of something, I can put the acetate piece. I mean, you could use any kind, you could use paper, you could washi or whatever, to break up the stamp so that you're only stamping what you want on there and not the whole stamp itself. I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's kind of screwy. In a lot of the video, I have decided to just fast forward quite a bit, especially when I'm trying to take the stickers off. And I've noticed that some of these stickers don't stick as well. They're almost like not reusable, what do you call it, temporary, not permanent stickers. So I've decided to start using my glue stick to help keep it in place. So now I'm just trying to figure out, I had some words they're very light. I think it's called Blooming Flowers. And I was trying to figure out, how I wanted to kind of put all of this with the books and the flowers together. So I'm fast forwarding quite a bit of this so that you don't have to watch how I try so desperately to take the backing off some of these stickers. Sometimes when I'm creating these things, I really don't know. I have an idea of what I want, but I really don't know what direction I'm going to go into. I start with one idea, and then I'm looking at different washi tape that I have, ephemera that I have, words that I have, and try and come up with something that I like the look of. So, yeah, here we go again with the trying to get the darn sticker off. Some of these video shows it's so easy, and I always have difficulty with it, whether I've got nails or not. Okay, I'm going to have to continue on here. Sorry, the fan's on. It's a little bit, the heat was a little warm in here. So this is the finished product of what I was working on. I added a little girl here and blooming flowers there. And then, of course, I put collect beautiful memories. And that's how I finished that one. And then I'm going to show you the other three that I did. I did this one where I used rustic wilderness. And then I have this washi that is all fence, all black fence. I had a choice between black and white, and I decided I'd go with the black. And then just sort of a doorway here, and there's a little fence in the back, and the dog. And here it's always the small pieces that make the big picture on that one. Gosh, I hope my lighting, I'm sorry about that. I had turned the lights off. Daytime today. My grandson's in the other room, so I hope you can't hear him too well. This is when I used squeezed lemon for the background. And again, I used a washi to have a house here. And one of these are one of the little bear stickers that I got from Temu, and he was on a little bicycle. And I decided to put the wording, "Today's a good day," and "keep moving forward." I thought that was really cute. And then the last one that I did, or maybe the first one, I don't recall. But anyway, this one is the violet. I can't remember the name of it. If I remember, I'll put it down below. And I used a little farmhouse kind of thing here. And I decided to add a very large bird to make him come closer to the front of where's the house is in the background. And then I had stamped some butterflies, and they just didn't seem to go. So I decided to cover them with these bluish flowers. And here it's use your wings, and down here live simply and give generously. So these are more, and I also colored the string, and they don't seem to come off. So I've got the string that matches the color of the background on these little. So this goes into my spring stash collection. I have been doing some other tags and cards and journal cards and things that I use from a masterboard that I had just taped a bunch of things together of papers that I had, and decided to make a collage and cut those out, and that will be in my next video where I'll show you how I made tags out of those. Whether I'll use them in the spring journal or not, I'm not sure. What I wanted to try and do with my spring journal is just have pretty colors and places where you could write And I still haven't made any tags yet with pockets so that I could decorate these and put them in. And these could be just simply decorated. They don't have to be as elaborate as these. And yet, you never know what I might do. So these are some of the ones that I have done so far. And that is it for me for today. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you like these little collage tags that I've been making for the spring. I want to use spring colors, and I do have a cover. I just have to collect all of my signatures together, and then I can start putting a lot of these pre-made mass makes, I guess you could call them, of these tags and pockets and things like that, tuck spots, belly bands, etc., that I'm creating specifically for the journal. But I want to make sure I have enough ephemera, embellishments, etc., to start decorating my spring journal. And that'll probably be coming up in February. I'm still working on little pieces at this point. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you don't mind me indulging myself as I play and enjoy coloring in using colored pencils. I was going to use watercolor, but these tags, they're just regular tags, so I wasn't sure if the water was going to make bumps and so on in the back, and I wanted that to be smooth. Although if I did want to do the watercolor, I could always add a white or colored paper on the back to hide the bumps, because when water hits some of these papers, they make little bumps in the back. So anyway, that is it for me for today. Thanks for joining me. I do have a couple of videos on the go, voiceovers that I have to do because I do them late at night, and I wanted to do some experimenting. So hopefully in my next video you'll see a little bit of experimenting on doing some making my own cut apart. So is that what they pictures that I can fussy cut out and use. Yeah, so anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.